to Recovery Through Adventure. I'm Jess, and I'm here to share with you my adventures, both great and small. My hope is to inspire people to get out and experience the awe and wonder of the great outdoors for the purpose of improving physical, spiritual, and mental well-being. So join me now for today's adventure.
Everybody, it's Jess. So I thought I'd bring you out on my walk today. This is one of my favorite little hikes in my area. It's a little section of the Pacific Crest Trail. Haven't seen a single soul out here today, so it's been kind of nice to have a little privacy, especially since I've been practicing flying my drone. So couldn't ask for better weather either. It's nice and cool. It's kind of nice. I like it. As you can see, I'm hiking in the desert of Southern California. You can see the trail behind me. It's been a while since I've been out here. And I have to tell you, it feels really good. Last year I sustained an injury to my foot and ankle. And so it took me a while to recover. So I'm really enjoying the time that I have right now out on the trails. I've decided that in the next maybe year and a half or so, I want to do some longer hikes. Specifically, I would love to thru-hike the John Muir Trail. I really want to keep my legs conditioned for hiking. Right now, I think my max is about 10 or 11 miles. But I know I've got to get out there and hike more if I want to take on something such as the JMT. It sure is pretty out here. One thing I've noticed though is there's not a lot of water out here. Now I'm hoping that we get more rain over the springtime, but if we don't, it looks like we might have another drought here in Southern California. Last year we had a lot of rain, and the streams were really flowing, but they're practically dry right now, and what little water I saw was pretty stagnant, so doesn't appear to be any actual rushing water. So I'm hoping to do about 10 miles today. So far I feel pretty good. Last year I switched from hiking boots to trail shoes, and gosh, it's made a world of difference in how my feet feel. The specific shoes that I'm wearing are the Ultra Lone Peak 4.0, and they're really super comfortable. But they're a zero drop shoes, which means that the heel and the front of the shoe is at the same level. There is no raised heel in an Ultra trail shoe. So there is an adjustment period for most people when they transition to that sort of shoe. So I've been wearing them for, I would say, probably about 6 months or so now. And my feet feel really good. I've always been one that's prone to get blisters, or especially when I was in the Marine Corps. I mean, not that they gave us the greatest boots, but my feet always were a little sensitive. So because of my feet, I never thought that I would even have a goal of doing a hike such as the John Muir Trail. Not really interested in doing a through hike of the Pacific Crest Trail. To me, that's quite an investment in time and money. So I think I need to get my feet wet with some shorter trails and then see how I like it. I might just say, screw that, and just stick to my little day hikes, which are also pretty nice. I like them. They're quite enjoyable. Some people may not think it's that scenic. I prefer the mountains over the desert personally, but the desert has a certain beauty to it that I'm growing to appreciate. I read this really cool quote by John Muir the other day, and I just wanted to share it. It's on my phone. John Muir said that thousands of tired, nerve-shaken, over-civilized people are beginning to find out that going to the mountains is going home, that wildness is a necessity. John Muir seemed to be able to express in words just how so many of us feel when we spend some quality time out in nature. I know for me, I've been stuck in the house lately, and it's just been kind of driving me a little batty because I just need this so badly. There's something about, walking along on a trail out in nature that just, you know, it just really pulls you out of the drama of the other part of life. And it just pulls you into the aliveness of your body and of the moment. And it's really hard to put into words because it's more of an experience than something that we just talk about. I love the word wildness that John Muir used in that quote. It's the notion that we're in our natural surroundings, how we've become so civilized in our technology-driven lives, with all the pressures of social media, pressures to impress or live up to the expectations of others. It just brings me back to, you know, the aliveness of being out here, spending time in nature, moving your body, you know, just feeling the energy within and how it just kind of merges with the surroundings. I thought I heard something. Yeah, it's a snake. I don't think it's warm enough for the snakes yet. Maybe in a couple months. So you can see this area burned at one time. Oh, and there's a tree that fell in the middle of the trail. Alright, got under the tree. See, things like that aren't as easy as they used to be. As long as I don't have to crawl under them. Ouch. I really have to be careful. The injury that I sustained last year is kind of permanent. What's that? It's a critter. So, looks like this is one of the campsites thru-hikers use. Met a couple thru-hikers last year, and it was pretty interesting talking to them. I have so much respect. These men and women are hiking from Canada to Mexico or from Mexico to Canada. The ones that I talked to, the ones that I chatted with were hiking from Canada to Mexico. It's actually more common for them to start in Campo, California, and hike to the Canadian border. I can never see me doing that entire hike in one shot. I can see me doing sections of the Pacific Crest Trail over the course of maybe a couple years. That to me sounds a lot more doable than, you know, investing 6 months of my life to go walk on a trail. It sounds incredible though. I imagine when you are done with an experience like that, you're never the same again. So, when I started my hike, I realized that one of my trekking poles is broken. And I had to do a little field repair on it with some tape. With some like first aid tape. I can't remember what they call it. I think Leuco tape or something like that. You're probably wondering why I even have trekking poles. They actually help me out quite a bit. After 20 years in the Marines, my back and my knees are not what they used to be. I'm almost 50 years old, and things just don't work quite the same. But I'm determined to keep moving as long as I can. You know, I just want to be the best I could possibly be by the time I turn 50. We made it to the top of something. Alright, Pacific Crest Trail that way. So, we have some water here. I think the best way to cross it is over here. Try not to get my feet wet. Kind of walk along the edge, the other side. Yeah, no biggie.